at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 7th place in the Central Division after 39 games skated. They have a record of 12, 20, and 7. 31 points has them well outside the playoff picture looking in. We'll update the entirety of the Central Division here in a moment. On the road, the Predators are 13-4. That's right. The Predators have finally picked up their 4th road victory of the season. They have 94 goals for. They've given up 122 goals against. It's a goal differential of -28. The Predators' next game will be in Calgary against the Flames. It'll be the second night of back-to-back. The first night being in Vancouver. We'll recap that one coming up here in just a couple of minutes. But first, let's update you on the Central Division at the end of today's gameplay. Winnipeg Jets are still in first place with 56 points. The Minnesota Wild are in second place with 52 points. Then you'll find the Colorado Avalanche with third place with 48 points. Dallas right behind them, 47 points in fourth place. The St. Louis Blues have 42 points in fifth place. Utah finds themselves in sixth place at 40 points. The Predators at 31 points are in seventh place with the Blackhawks in last place in eighth in the Central with 28 points on the season. The Preds next week ahead after this second night of back-to-back. Regular Tuesday night in Winnipeg to wrap up the 6th game of this 6-game road trip. Also the second time stopping in Winnipeg on this 6-game road trip. And then finally back home next Saturday. So the Predators do get a couple of days off after this long road trip. Saturday facing off against the Washington Capitals. The 14th of January we'll see the Vegas Golden Knights at Bridgestone Arena. The 16th of January we'll see the Chicago Blackhawks at Bridgestone Arena. The 18th of January, we'll see the Minnesota Wild at Bridgestone Arena. Now, the Predators and the Calgary Flames have already met 2 times this season, so this will be the 3rd and final meeting of the regular season. Let's take you back to November the 15th when the Predators made their first visit to Calgary. They fell 2-0 to the Flames. It was Saros getting the start. Played almost good enough, 31 out of 32, but takes the loss. Wolf gets the shutout with 29 saves. Coleman and Mirmanov gets the goals for the Calgary Flames. On the 10th of December, it was the Predators falling to the Calgary Flames at Bridgestone Arena by a score of 4-3. UC Saros takes the loss again, going 24 out of 28. Marchessault does pick up 2 goals for the Nashville Predators. Novak also picks up a goal. Vladar gets the victory for the Calgary Flames, going 17 out of 20. Pahal, Rooney, Kadri, and Huberdeau score the goals for the Calgary Flames. So the Predators on the season series 0-2 have not picked up a single point out of the 4 that they could have, and they've been outscored 6-3 by the Calgary Flames. Before we get into the Flames individually and then the game matchup, let's talk about the injury update for the Nashville Predators because we've had to add a little bit to this. Tommy Novak is listed as day-to-day. Willsby as listed as day-to-day, and Smith is still on injured reserve, anticipated another 4 weeks until his return. Now, the Calgary Flames on the season are 18, 13, and 7. They have 43 points. They're 5th overall in the Pacific Division. On home ice, though, a very respectable record. 13 of their 18 wins come on the home rink. 13-5-3 on home ice. 104 goals for, 116 goals against. Goal differential of -12. Their most recent stretch of action, 5 games completed, 12-21. Saw a 6-4 win versus Chicago Blackhawks. December the 28th saw a 3-1 win at the San Jose Sharks. And then the 29th, the next 93-0 loss at the Vegas Golden Knights. On the 31st of December, a 3-1 win versus Vancouver. And their most recent game on the 2nd of January, a 5-3 loss versus Utah. Vladar got the start, took the loss, going 21 out of 25. When we talk about the NHL rankings between these two teams in this matchup, for the Nashville Predators, still 32nd overall in the NHL at 2.41 goals per game. The Calgary Flames at 26th in the NHL, 2.66 goals per game in the goals against category. The Predators are at 21st, 3.13 given up per game, while Calgary is giving up 3.03 per game. They are 16th overall in the shots for category. The Predators are 12th at 29.2. The Calgary Flames are generating 29.4 shots on goal per game. That's 11th overall. Shots against, Calgary's at 24th in the league, 29.3 per game, while the Predators are giving up 29.2. That is 27th overall in the NHL. In the special teams categories, the Nashville Predators are converting at 18.4% of the power play, is 21st overall in the league, 20 conversions at 109 opportunities. Calgary, 20.8% conversion rate, is 19th best in the NHL, 22 conversions, 106 opportunities. On the penalty kill, the Predators move back up one tick with their most recent performance. 84.3% kill rate is fourth best in the NHL. The Predators have given up 19 power play goals against on the season. Calgary Flames have the 29th rated penalty kill in the NHL. The kill rate of 71.7%. 32 power play goals against on the season. 113 times shorthanded. Sorry about that. When it comes to the top scorers for each individual team, let's start with the home team, Calgary Flames. Huberdeau at 16 goals and 13 assists for 29 points. Nazem Kadri, 14 goals and 13 assists for 27 points. Zari's got 10 and 12 for 22. Uyghur's got 4 and 16 for 20. And Coleman, 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points overall. On the Nashville Predators side of the ledger, Philip Forsberg continues leading the way. 9 goals, 22 assists for 31 overall points. Marchessault, 14 goals, 14 assists, 28 total points, 14 goals, leads the Nashville Predators. Roman Jossi's got 7 goals and 18 assists for 25 points. Stamkos is at 12 and 12 for 24. And O'Reilly's got 9 goals plus 13 assists for 22 points. Let's talk about the anticipated goaltending matchup. We know for the Nashville Predators, second night of back-to-backs, it's going to be Newton, 2-2 with the Nashville Predators at 2.58 goals against average, a .921 save percentage. Wolf has a record of 12-5 and 2.61 goals against average, .914 save percentage. Due to the rotation, Vladar taking the loss in the previous game against Utah, just expecting Wolf to get the start. Wolf does have one victory against the Predators earlier in the season on November the 15th, 29 save shutout. Updating you on UC Saros' stats before we wrap up the preview. UC Saros is now 9-16-6 on the season. He has a 2.72 goals against average, a .906 save percentage, but this is the update here. 4 shutouts now on the season. That ties a career high, and that is also second best in the NHL currently. That's going to do it. Got you all set up for the Calgary Flames hosting the Nashville Predators. It's the Predators on the second night of back-to-backs, and they were softened up by the Vancouver Canucks. Let's see how the game result went. I can tell you, though, it was a physical night. The Preds had to pick themselves up quite a bit in this game. That was the preview portion of things. Now it's time for the Reaper Sports full game recap right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.